Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We're on day one of a brand new week without the Ryko research event. We do still have the final research for the Ryko event to go over here pretty shortly. But for now, we have no sneaky snacking, of course, because it's Monday. But we are going to grab 92 sleep points. I did not get as much sleep as I should have because I stayed up way too late streaming last night. And yeah, so I went to bed late. So we only got 92 sleep points. And for our daily lottery, we have hopefully, diamonds are good. That'll make up for the diamonds I didn't get for spending candies. But I think that I'm going to go ahead and take this bundle. I'm going to grab the 15 biscuits that are in it. It is a pretty solid bundle, especially for using free diamonds. We'll get them back, obviously. We just got some for the lottery. I think that's a pretty good one just to stock up on some biscuits and have some for the future, because you never know what that's going to bring. But with all of that out of the way, we can now jump into the final sleep report. I've been hearing in the comments that apparently Ryko's DPR is so high that even though technically his 2-star sleep is available at Master 13, the odds of getting it are so low if you do not have a bonus from like Good Sleep Day or something. So we may only have a chance of getting it with a 1-star sleep. It looks like we're getting a slumbering sleep type today. Yeah, I guess that's what you get when you stay up a little late. Sleep really hard. One of those nights where I woke myself up snoring. I was sleeping so hard. But anyway, we've got almost 84 million, 83.888. Probably not a Ryko since we have a top belly. There are 4 1-star sleeps, so maybe, but probably not. Looking like a not. There isn't a top belly Toxicroak. No, Krogunk. And didn't see a Ryko in there. There are quite a few electrics, so that's good for the mains so that we can buy out some of the stuff from the shop. But we did get a Mareep, a Pichu, a Raichu, Marowak, Krogunk, Swablu, Pikachu, the entire family, and a Magnezone. Magnezone showing up again. I wonder if the Magnezone is going to be hungry this time, just like yesterday. Krogunk is hungry. Mareep is hungry. Honestly, we have a really good Toxicroak, but unfortunately when it hits level 30, it does get sausage instead of oils. And oil would be really good. I think we were just feeding that Pikachu just if there was nothing else. So, yeah, we're going to take home the Krogunk. Hopefully it's good with a good ingredient spread, because oil is about to start getting very hard to come by. If we don't have something else in place by the time our Toxicroak hits level 30. There is nothing else here that I'm really super eager to catch at the moment. So just gonna go ahead and move on. We'll take our Krogunk. Everybody has plenty of Pikachu candy, so we'll just send out some more Magnemite candy. Hopefully we can get everybody enough Magnemite candy. Another 51 mains, which is good. We need them to buy stuff. 2,381 research XP, 5,612 dream shards. And we can check out this brand new Krogunk, level 12 and modest. Modest is one I always forget. In the long term, this is not a bad ingredient spread. Oil, sausage, oil. I think the other one we have is oil double sausage. I would like to see oil sausage though. That would have been ideal. But it also looks like this is gonna be not good for frequency. Ingredient Finder S is good. Skill level up S also good. Inventory up S good. Skill level up S not as good. Helping Speed S is beneficial, all of the white skills. And Skill Trigger S. And then Modest Nature, yeah, Ingredient Finding. Oh, they've changed the organization. This is nice, so we know Ingredient Finding up, Modest right there. Nice! That's what I like about this site. They're always trying to make it better. All right, so I don't know why I backed out of that. Maybe because I'm a silly. But let's calculate ingredient strength. Oh, let me make sure we've got cooking turned off. Okay, good. Good, cooking is turned off so we can just see how this is purely from a neutral standpoint. I'm surprised it's this high, honestly. With the nature being what it is, I'm very surprised to see it at a 77 PR. Let's see, level 75 gets us helping speed. Kind of surprised that didn't go up more. Huh. Oh, well, I guess technically from 50 to 77. Yeah, that does make sense. And then skill trigger is not really going to help. So it's going to be a little bit lower than that. I mean, with the ingredient spread and the nature, I'm not really sure that this is the one I want to invest in. We already have the Toxicroak that's 90 that gets sausage at level 30. So we really just need... We really need one that gets oil at 30. So yeah, this one, as good as it is, we already have one that's better that does the same thing this one does. So we're just going to go ahead and send this one to the professor and move on. Not a bad catch, just not what we needed. And we've got a lot to move on to today. Choose next research site. I've been torn all week on where to go. I still don't even know if this is exactly the right place to go, but I'm kind of just looking forward at what we know is coming up. We know Entei and Suicune are coming. We don't know when. We don't know which is going to be first. I'm thinking it kind of feels like they're going to go in Pokédex order, which means Entei would be next if they do go in Pokédex order. But I'm not 100% sure. Our weekly summary, everything is down compared to last week because of course it is. We used a good camp ticket last time. This time we didn't, and we kind of tapered off in how hard we were going on the event just because we had already kind of got what we wanted for the most part. So, it is what it is. Master 13 for the final result. 911,834 total final strength. 427,000 from berries and 359,000 from cooking. We did get an overall grade of A yesterday. Last night's sleep probably ruined my S rating, but that's still 4 good small handy candies. So can't really complain too much. 82% at Greengrass. We only got another 1% there over last week. But as far as back to what I was saying about what's coming up, Entei is what I think is going to be coming up next. And since we know how Raiko's main skill works, we can kind of get an idea that that's probably what Entei and Suicune are going to do as well, just for their own respective fire and water types. That said, I feel like having a really good berry specialist for Entei and Suicune is going to be a huge boon, to the same way that Raichu was for Raikou. And unfortunately, I don't have a great berry specialist for either of them. And wow, I've only got 15% at Snowdrop. I don't have a very good berry specialist for either of them, and I feel like getting one before the events happen, because we're probably also going to have a fire and water week, same as like we did with electric. But I'd rather not wait until the last minute to find one. I'd rather go ahead and try to find one now, rather than hoping I find one during electric or fire week. Because we saw how that worked out with the Dene and, you know, trying to get other Pokemon there. Didn't work out too great. So we're going to go ahead and go to Taup Hollow. We're going to try to find a very, 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 very good Cyndaquil is what I'm looking to find here. That is the hope. Oh, is that a medal or is that news? Okay, it's a medal. I thought that might be the announcement for the next one. All right, so we got a medal for 140 electric types. Another 20 diamonds. There we go. Already making back the diamonds I spent. So that's nice. And then for the community reports, there should be 45 of them. 40. Ooh, okay. That's unexpected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 that doubled out of 40, though. That's really good odds. Well over 33%. Will not complain about that. No level ups. No Raikou mains, unfortunately. I was hoping to get the last bit of Raikou mains from the community reports. Probably should have collected before I went to bed last night, but didn't think about that. That one's on me. But all right, so let's go ahead and collect from everybody here. We did get desserts and drinks, which means Blastoise is staying on the team. And, well, maybe. I don't know. Probably. Simply because he brings in so much milk. Beware probably also staying on the team. Because Beware gives me a ton of corn and sausage. Sausage we don't really need. We have a ton of, but, you know, it never hurts to have more, I suppose. Especially if we got the corn. Starting off really good with cocoa and milk. I did swap in our other Blastoise last night because we were struggling on cocoa to make dinner. And turns out I needed it to get to Master 13. But let's see if we can make something good for breakfast. It's the third week in a row we've gotten desserts and drinks. So kind of wild. But we're going to go ahead and make explosion popcorn because of course we are. And we're going to use all of this sausage because we're going to end up with a ton of it by the end of the week. I was trying to scroll down and look at the corn before it went away to see how much we had, but that's fine. I can get to it later. No extra tasty yesterday or today. 18,513. Already feeling the effects of having only 40% island bonus instead of 60. But not a bad start. Not at all. And then from here, now that breakfast is out of the way, we can get to making our team. But we are basic 3, so that's a pretty good start. Basic 3 is a good place to start the week. All right. So here's where the fun comes in. Now that we're on Taup Hollow, we need to figure out what it is that we need to do to find what we want. Cyndaquil is what I want to find. So we need snoozing type sleep. Of course we do. That's always the hard one for me to get. But in Taup, okay, so this is definitely not correct. Maybe we can't go off of this information right now. This all says Master 20, but that is definitely not correct. Let's back it up a little bit. We won't be able to see the DPR, the drowsy power requirement for Cyndaquil, but of course it's going to be very low. Snoozing is really what we're trying to get. Let's see. I know Typhlosion doesn't spawn here, but Quilava I think does. So it looks like 3-star sleep at grade 3 for Cyndaquil, and then maybe Quilava doesn't spawn here. Very interesting. All right, well, let's go to Pokedex. Scroll down and we'll get Quilava and see if it does, in fact, spawn at Taup. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't spawn anywhere. Only Cyndaquil. Okay, so... All right, well. I think we just do what we're going to do this week, and maybe we get lucky and find a Cyndaquil, and at the same time, hopefully find an Onix, because we also need one of those still. Still haven't gotten a single one. Let's run to the auto team maker. I'm probably not going to go with it. Oh, my pot capacity is higher now. Let's go ahead and bump that up. Probably not going to go with it this time around. Let's try for the meal coverage. I kind of want to make my own team this week. Even this is broken right now, too. Huh. Well, all right. Well, let's just go to team analysis then. Let's make our own team. Let's go ahead and clear the board. And be done with that. We know that we want our good boy Blastoise on here. this one, the shiny one. And then we want Toxicroak on the team. Where are you at? I do have an all oil Krogunk. Maybe we take the time to work on him this time around. Because that Toxicroak is very close. That is our shiny too. Actually, I didn't even think about that. Let's go ahead and check that out. Maybe he's the one. At least for now. All right, let's go ahead and get this in order because you know my OCD. All right, let's see. Let's scroll all the way down. You are not bad. We just need to get you to level 25 for ingredient finder. Yeah, this one's not terrible. Let's use this one. I'm just don't want to use the Toxicroak because he's so close to level 30. I kind of want to save him until I get something that'll work. Who knows? This Krogunk may actually work out pretty well. Let me see. What do we need to evolve you? You need to be what, level 28. You got to be really high up there. Let's just say we did that. Let's say we got him to level 28. And let's see. So that would be about 25 oil per day, which is not quite what we need. Versus, let's drop in this other Toxicroak, see how he's looking. Further down. There it is. 32 a day. But Ingredient Finder M makes the difference. If we get lucky with one subskill seed and only need to do Ingredient Finder M, how are we looking? Only 28. Ah, it's the nature that does it. That's the difference. Okay. I think we are going to use this this Krogunk for now. Probably level it up to 25 just to get that boost in the oils. But let me just kind of build out the rest of the team first and see how we're looking. Definitely going to have Beware on the team. It seems like he is still bringing in more ingredients than our Dragonair, which is unfortunate. But I'm honestly thinking about doing something really wild this time around. Thinking we put that Dragonair on the team anyway. Because you're all herbs. You do get corn at level 30, but you're not quite as good at bringing in corn now. Helping speed M and S. I'm pretty sure when I did the comparison between these two, this one still performed better. So we're going to go ahead and throw this one on the team. I really just want to make sure that we have enough corn. It feels like that is what's always lacking. And then what I can do throughout the week is swap out Dragonair for Toxicroak every now and then just to get a little bit of extra oil in as needed. And then for the leader of the team, we are going to go with Old Reliable, which is our... I think that's going to be our Marowak. Yeah. Marowak is going to be the one. That 100%. This Marowak is super good. 84 PR. I feel like it's actually higher than that. Because I think when I calculated it last, it wasn't able to go to 75. So Marowak, I think, is the way to go. Where are you, Marowak? There you are. All right. So this is going to be the team we run with. We're on Taup Hollow. I've already got the island bonus set. So lock that in. Oh, I just realized I changed the GG Raikou team. You know what? All these teams can go ahead and get deleted. Oh no. Didn't mean to do that. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Anyway, team's locked in and saved. Taup Hollow. Master 3 is the prediction. I feel like we're probably going to get beyond Master 3. It seems like some of this stuff on the site is currently broken for some reason. So Master 3 seems a bit low. If I get to a point where we just have way too many ingredients and I don't need to worry about it, we can always swap in another berry specialist, which will also bump us up even higher. We are also already basic 3, which means that maybe Master 4, just based on that information. But again, usually that like 20 to 30,000 at the beginning of the week is so insignificant in terms of the overall final result that I just don't plug it in. So Master 3 or 4 is kind of what we're looking at. It's going to be a pretty solid week. I do think that we need to... Not even think. We definitely need to. If we're going to use this, we need to go ahead and put him at level 25. No matter what. Just to get that ingredient finder. Just enough for level 25. That's all that matters. About 12,000 dream shards. That's worth it. So we can bump that up. Boom. Actually, no, I will be collecting from Arawak. I almost said that I wasn't going to be. I will be collecting from Arawak. Yeah, it doesn't really make a difference. Still says Master 3. I think we can do better than Master 3. I think we'll be Master 5 or 6, most likely. Kind of my guess. But again, ultimately, not really super concerned about the rank this week. I'm really just trying to get a good Cyndaquil. Well, no, I guess in a way I am kind of concerned about the rank because we do need to be pretty high up for Onyx. So I lied. I'm kind of concerned about rank. But either way, we're also going to start off with a double helping of breakfast and lunch because we have enough ingredients for what we need. And hopefully between these two, before I go to bed tonight, they can get enough corn to make another recipe or another popcorn, I mean. But that would be my luck that they don't. Hopefully this one's extra tasty. That would be really beneficial. It's been so long since I've gotten an extra tasty. Again, not extra tasty, but 18,513. Another 18,000. It's enough to put it at level 39, which I haven't updated that in a little while. Which makes it the third best dessert that I can make. Officially now. If I could get enough dream shards to increase the pot space one more time, I could make the Jigglypuff's Fruity Flan all throughout the week, provided we could get apples to make that happen. So that might be something we work on pretty soon. But for now, we've got a pretty solid loadout for the team. Everybody's looking pretty good. We finally get to show off a couple of shinies instead of just one at a time. Thought the game was about to crash there right as I was about to end. But one thing I need to do before we wrap things up, there is one more Raikou biscuit to buy. I've already bought the incense. I can't buy any more. So we're going to go ahead and buy that last Raikou biscuit. Yep, that's fine. That's exactly what I want to buy it for. It will convert to a great biscuit after the event exchange is over. That leaves us with 91. So we have a lot of Raikou candy. I'm not super worried about buying more of them right now. It's not a priority. Honestly, handy candy is the better priority. We'll buy as many as we can. Looks like only 8 of them. Or 7 of them. And then, I mean, if all we've got is 7, let's just go ahead and buy 3 candies. Buy what we can. All right, and with that, we are officially 100% done with the Raikou event. Didn't buy out the entire shop like we wanted to. Had some really unfortunate luck with the mains, with a couple of days getting them from the community reports, but it is what it is. That's how it goes sometimes, but that's all I've got for today. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you have a wonderful day, and until next time, later, dudes.